Welcome back to digital class, and now we are looking at the topic called the volume of liquid. So in volume of liquid, basically you'll be seeing a container. For example, there's a container like this, and you are adding water or any liquid. Okay, some of them they might use orange juice, some of you use water, but in simple, I'll just call liquid, okay, inside. And what happened is you need to find the volume of liquid. Now, some of you might think that your volume of liquid inside this container, how do we find the volume? Does it sound different? Does it look different? Now, if we use a container like something like a cylinder, then it's a bit difficult for us to find at this stage because we never really learn how to find the volume of a cylinder. But we actually learn how to find the volume of a cuboid. That's why we will see question that is mainly focusing on using cuboid or cube in the questions here. Okay, so don't need to worry. And the key idea here is in order to find the volume of liquid, we'll be using something very similar. The length times the breadth times the height. But this round, what is important is this height is not the height of the container, it's not the height of the cuboid, but it's the height of the water level. Okay, so in this case, again, it's the height of the water level. So for example, if I give you here to here, example is 30 cm. Is it important? No, because what I want is the height of the water level here. So in this case, what to do for us to find the volume of liquid? What we need to do is 15, that is the length, the breadth 10 cm, and the height of the water level, which is 20 cm. So 15 times 10 times 20, and that will give us 3000. Now this is the tricky part now. Teacher, I know cm times cm times cm is what? Cm cube. So the volume of the unit is supposed to be 3000 cm cube. But the problem here is, but teacher, we don't really use cm cube for our calculation for volume of liquid, right? For example, if I have a water bottle, I ask you what is the volume of the water. We don't really use cm cube in our calculation. Then we use ml. Then how does it relate ml and cm cube? How is it related? Okay, now there is a part where we talk about the unit here. Now what you really need to know is 1 ml is actually equal to 1 cm cube. Huh? Teacher, can I understand it is actually the same? Yes, it's the same. So 1 cm cube is actually 1 ml. So teacher, I also can write that 33,000 cm cube is 3,000 ml. Yes, you are right, because they are the same. So if I say 3,000 cm cube, it will be 3,000 ml. If I say 5,000 cm cube, it will be 5,000 ml. It's the same thing. Now, teacher, how about if I want to convert this to something called the liter? Then 1 liter is equal to how many ml? 1 liter is equal to 1,000 ml. So 3,000 ml is equal to how many liter? It will be 3 liter. That's it. On the things that you should know at this point of time. So far so good. So I think these are some of the very basic idea of volume of liquid. Now, for the next part, I just want to actually remind you with some of the keyword that they will be using. Now, you can bring your highlighter and write down on the side, or you just go through with me. Now, some of the word they use is this. A rectangular container, so you know it's a rectangular container. If I use the word completely filled with water, what does that mean? It means that if I have a container that looks like this, example, the water is full, is the whole thing. Means that the height of the water level, which I mentioned here, the height of the water level is the same as the height of the container. Very good. That is actually the key idea, okay? Now, so you can see some of the words they use: completely filled with water. Here also use the word completely filled with water. And some of them use the word what? Look at here. Partially filled with water. What does it mean by partially filled with water? Means that this word means is not full. Is actually a part of it only. Not full. Okay? Again, you can see the word partially filled with water means that it is not full. It's just a part of it. Now, if you see the word water is needed to fill in the tank completely, means until full. This is the word I like to mention. If you see this word fill it to the brim, what does it fill it to the brim? Brim means what? Brim means actually full. If you see the word brim, means that it will fill into full. Okay? So you can see again the word fill to the brim is repeating here. And completely fill. This is not about water, but yeah. Plants on the use, yeah. So I think some of these words use, you see, 1/3 filled with water. When you see 1/3 filled with water, means that basically you can understand that this is just 1/3. If you do something like this, it will be another 1/3. Then this will be another 1/3. Yeah. Okay, so some of the keywords that you should know. The same thing, 2/3 means that left with 1/3 not being filled. Any keywords that I need to mention to you? No, I think that's it. Okay, now just to explain to you and share with you some of the common questions. Of course, they'll ask you to find the volume. These are some of the very basic questions. Yeah, and they'll probably ask you how much more water is needed to fill in. Basically, I'm asking the blank part. What is the volume of the blank part? Okay. Okay. Now, some of this question, maybe I'm having this. Now, I want to actually pull this inside, and now I need to find out the volume. But again, if I pour this inside here, right, the volume of water, if I pour this inside here, will still be the what? Still be the same. Okay, so this is something you should know. And yeah, I'm putting the water inside. Yeah, so these are some of the common. And again, you see many questions there, they like to use this word. 1/3 filled with water, 2/3 filled with water. You should know how to solve it as well. Okay, and I think that's it that I want to share with you about this volume of liquid. And yes, that's all from me for this video, and thank you. See you. Bye bye.